The challenger, Kassim, the Dream, Ouma. Undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Jermain. Bad intentions,
Both of you got them right up there. I'm going to give you both just the very top of that, very top of it. I'm giving you both the very top. Touch them up, come out at the bell. May the best man win.
Kassim Ouma was knocked down in his second most recent fight by Juan Carlos Rubio in Las Vegas. Knocked down in the first round, then came back and dominated the fight the rest of the way to win it. Knocked down by Roman Parmesan in his worst night, a loss in July of '05. Now there's a lot of leather being landed in the first round, just as you might have suspected. A chance to land a couple of early hard shots, Lennox. Jermain?
Yeah, Jermain is very uptight right now.
And he wobbles Ouma back off his feet with a big hard uppercut.
Well, Ouma's trying to get inside. Taylor backing off a step and a half before he goes forward.
Good little left hand inside by Kassim Ouma. Moved Jermain Taylor to one side. Taylor trying to land that uppercut again. Ouma lands a right hand. Accurate power punching is the mantra for Taylor. Ouma hasn't yet been able to let his hands go in such a way as to throw the 100 or so punches he'd like to throw. He's getting hit too much for that, and he's getting hit too hard.
His fighter.
Which is typical Jermain Taylor.
Control everything, set it up with the jab, and that's what he needs to do.
Too much money trying to get a knockout early.
Definitely needs to settle down, and you know.
Lennox, I can remember one really bad night for you in London. I can remember some great nights for you in London. What was it like for you to fight at home?
It's difficult because there's a lot of pressure on you, and you know, a lot of fans at home with your people, so you feel comfortable. But
Jermain Taylor is obviously very eager to impress here. Number of power punches Jermain Taylor has ever landed in a round.
Ouma boxes very relaxed, and that's good for him. Defense is
determined to impose his size and strength on Ouma.
Won't see me back up. I'm coming forward the whole time. Once again, he's backing up.
I think against Winky, the criticism was he laid on the ropes too long and couldn't change his plan in the middle of the fight. He couldn't adapt.
That was the bigger criticism for sure. Just as there were several criticisms of Taylor against Bernard Hopkins. Tasting and gauging Taylor's power. He's getting a little bit closer to that position where he can try to go forward and throw, but still not approaching his previous punch outputs. Thing about Jermain Taylor that's good, Lennox, while we're criticizing his...
Has a fighter's heart in there. He loves to fight, loves to mix it up.
He said to us about his prospects in this fight, he said, hey, the way Jermain went into the corners and let Winky Wright land 1, 2, 3, I'll land 6 punches. His chance to win rounds because he's just not fighting the Kassim Ouma fight. Good left hook by Jermain Taylor. Stunned Ouma. Now Kassim keeps coming forward. You cannot resist. Crafty inside is Winky Wright.
Off his head.
Attack Ouma.
He should definitely step back to create a little space, but make sure he doesn't go on the ropes. A lot of energy when he doesn't need to. What he needs to do is throw that jab.
Become a kind of a pattern. Be his very best weapon.
Yeah.
But otherwise, forget about it, because you're not going to get it by thinking knockout. Good 1-2 to finish the round. It's the wing shot.
Sides to fight. He needs
to limit Kassim Ouma's punch output. His rhythm and his style, really, he hasn't gotten a chance to beat Kassim Ouma in the ring. Hard right hand. That may have hurt Ouma.
energy.
Another hard right hand by Jermain Taylor.
He needs to stay in the middle of the ring, because right
in the middle of the ring.
Tie up the guy. Don't allow the guy to hit you. Tie him up.
Let your hands go like that.
And here you see a good right hand by Taylor. Straight on the chin. Brushing it off. Here's a combination. ending with a left hook.
That tells you, what does that mean now?
Well, certainly the fans are happy. Kassim Ouma knows he's got to come on and start to pick up the pace and try to catch up to this guy. I mean,
Security of knowing that he's got a 4-point bulge on the scorecard. Hard left hooks to the body by Taylor. Again, if each of them lands 20 punches in a round, Taylor's are going to be much harder.
To be truthful, he's not being allowed to box, really, because there's so much pressure being applied by Ouma right now. He's not being allowed to...
Pressure on Jermain. And Jermain's left eye is beginning to swell. Bleeding below the eye.
And Ouma is coming on.
And indeed, there's blood on Jermain Taylor now as it begins to drip.
Really.
Hard right hand by Taylor, and another big one. And a big left hook. Way behind where he's been in previous fights. He threw 1,300 punches in one fight, 16 out of 33 power shots, and some of them were very big right hands. So Ouma is trying as best he can but Jermain Taylor just keeps hitting him with large shots and stopping the action when he does.
What happens, you know, Kassim Ouma's coming in pretty fast.
Getting there in a hurry without throwing anything as he goes. Ouma may be doing that partially because when Taylor gets the throw from range, side and above the left eye for Jermain Taylor. As we told you, referee, in case you just joined us once again, we're watching a fight that has an open scoring experiment attached. Scores were announced in the arena after 4 rounds, and Jermain Taylor had won all 4 of the... So he should be very secure now, fighting with a lead in the 6th round. Hasn't really landed anything substantial with his gloves until right there.
Stand my ground and push him back.
Well, particularly stand your ground in the middle of the ring, where you have such big advantages when you throw like that, and can show how much bigger a hitter you are. And he finished the round with a big rally. You've won every round in the fight.
I was looking forward to the open scoring experiment here.
Well, particularly with blood streaming down from a cut over his eye.
Fighters who have been ahead, for the most part, have frozen the ball.
Pausing to do that every once in a while, even while trying to win the round with big punches like that. And Ouma just coming forward, coming forward, coming forward. The worker bee trying to throw. Kind of will and determination, which has...
But he's still backing up. Ask him not to back up between rounds.
And now he backs him off with a couple of right hands. And strafes him with rights again.
Ouma, he's just coming forward. He's taking everything and just brushing it off and still coming forward.
First 7 rounds had looked fairly similar. Jermain Taylor, still questionable craft. First 4 rounds, and it wouldn't be terribly surprising if the 8th round looks like its predecessors.
He performs when he's going backwards.
2 good jabs.
Emmanuel Stewart trying to remind Taylor earlier in the fight that the jab is his best punch. He throws power punches and leaves himself open for Taylor to throw power punches.
Jab, and then when Ouma's trying to duck away from the jab, that's when you can come with the other combinations.
Taylor has landed some very showy right-hand shots. There's a big left hook and another big left hook that went with it. The ability to double the left hook would make Jermain much more dangerous than before. Than he was against Hopkins and Wright.
Right in front of you, and it's easy to hit because you can always tell where he's going to be because he's right in front of you. All he has to do is let his hands go, and he'll definitely get some contact in there.
Where to give to Ouma, and the other judge had it 80-72 for Taylor. And now we'll get to see what the scoring is going to do to the last 4 rounds of the fight, as Jermain Taylor knows if you listen to the scores, that Ouma can't beat him without a knockout.
On Taylor.
And Taylor's just picking his spots to retaliate.
I couldn't see a round that Kassim Ouma won. I mean, judges found one round to give him. I could go with that.
Actually, one judge has found 2 rounds to give to Ouma, which, you know, I agree with you. I think that's a little strange because I haven't seen him land anything significant. Blows in every round.
They were 2 fighters in their primes.
And Jermain Taylor used up a lot of energy in the early rounds, you know, because he wanted to get him out of there.
Well, that's another thing about open scoring. Then you can relax. You know, it puts a real premium on the early round. Well, before the fight, 8 rounds in the bank. Actually, 9 rounds down. Taylor's way ahead. We'll change his spots in round 10, right, Lennox?
Question, I doubted at this point.
He doesn't set things up. Tough and undisciplined fighter. And
understands that he could coast these last few rounds. Uppercut for Jermain Taylor.
Emmanuel told him to throw some underneath, and Jermain definitely was listening.
You missed welterweight prospect Andre Berto, who throws a murderous uppercut. There's another one.
Things you can't see, and that's Emmanuel Stewart. It's like a boxer that will pepper you to death. He won't hurt you, but he'll throw a lot of punches and hit you a lot of times and keep the pressure on as well.
By CompuBox count, Jermain Taylor has landed more power punches in this fight. Nope, wants to see him fight. CompuBox numbers in 10, Taylor 15 out of 43. He has not been able to get off in this fight in 12 rounds. 1,200 punches in 12 rounds, sometimes 120 or 130 punches in a round.
Calzaghe is an excellent craftsman, southpaw. Is that too tough of a fight?
He's looking for a good American opponent, and I'm sure he's going to be looking at this fight tonight.
Calzaghe throws laser shots up the middle. Taylor's not a great defender, Lennox.
You know, he wants that American opponent to really show the world that, and especially the American public, that
he has missed it so far because Calzaghe hasn't fought a big fight in the United States. He's unbeaten, 40+ wins.
And,
well, that was pretty good. A rematch against Winky Wright. And really, he physicaled his way through the Wright fight on his roughhousing and his...
Now it could be Winky will be getting older and Taylor might be getting better.
I know Winky's looking at this fight as well, and you know, thinking to himself that
in his last 10 fights coming in, 4 punches thrown per round. That's over 10 fights. Functionally cut him in half with his power.
As a champion, Taylor did not have real definition as a fighter. He loves to do this.
Hits Ouma again with a big right hand.
Money, making a nice payday for himself.
Do some good business.
and look, Jermain Taylor could.
The seconds tick away on what is obviously a Jermain Taylor victory over Kassim Ouma. We know that because of open scoring. Made it abundantly clear.
All to the winner by unanimous decision, and still middleweight champion of the world from Little Rock, Arkansas, Jermain "Bad Intentions" Taylor.